In a world where designers and developers speak different languages, where monopolies dominate and innovation gets boxed in, one open source tool dared to challenge the rules. This is the story of Penpot. Built for collaboration, backed by community, launched with confidence.
So I am Pablo Ruiz-Múzquiz. I'm CEO at Kaleidos, makers of Penpot.
Pablo didn't follow a traditional tech startup path. He came from science, physics, and computer science and brought a scientific mindset of collaboration into the tech space.
What really brought me into the tech industry was to bring the ethos, the collaboration ethos within science into technology.
When Penpot approached us, they were doing manual testing themselves, in their own words, not in a professional way. They needed structure, speed, and reliability. And that's exactly what we brought.
Before Penpot, designers and developers worked in silos. Prototyping tools left developers out, creating friction instead of flow.
It came to us a few years ago, and we were trying to fix the problem where designers and developers actually don't collaborate with each other because the design and prototyping tools are not welcoming developers. So we thought that we could build Penpot to bridge the gap between designers and developers and finally make true collaboration a reality. So we turned to QAwerk because we had a very important milestone, and that was exiting beta. So Penpot was beta for a year already, and we needed to go into an official launch. So we had a very tight schedule, and we needed a safety net that will bring us the assurance that the team could focus on features, on developing new features, polishing existing features, but not having the fear that there will be instability or an issue with robustness, that the overall user experience would be buggy, like to get rid of the buggy feeling. So we had a qualitative challenge, but also a time challenge.
QAwerk didn't just test features, they engineered trust. Their mission, turn an ambitious open source platform into a launch-ready product trusted by thousands. To meet the client's expectations of removing the beta tag and preparing for a major v2.0 release, QAwerk brought in a dedicated team and built a structured QA process from the ground up.
We started by preparing detailed test documentation from scratch, over 1,700 test cases. We worked closely with our internal team, tested new features, planned releases, and aligned every step with our launch goals.
We created an automated test strategy from zero and covered about 40% of all scenarios. That's over 580 test cases automated. Our tests include snapshot comparison to catch tricky visual bugs, which make up a huge portion of bugs in UI-heavy tools like Penpot.
QAwerk ran full regression tests before each release and smoke tests right after. They ensured stability and integrity by running migration testing to prevent data loss for existing users.
We also reviewed every change log before release, updated test cases, and prepared detailed test plans. It wasn't just testing, it was tight collaboration.
Our testing covered everything from authentication and shape properties to complex features like flex layout, grid layout, components, design tokens, and subscriptions.
We also did accessibility testing on request, checking contrast, keyboard navigation, alt texts, and labels. On top of that, we ensured compatibility in Firefox, Chrome, and Safari, and used platforms like Browser Stack and Playwright to streamline this process.
Well, we achieved that safety net very quickly. So the team was not distracted by having to find and fix bugs, but actually focusing on the value of the product. So we were able to achieve the date, the deadline that we had, and we were able to release such an important product making sure that when we said it's no longer a beta product, it was actually true. It was not a beta product, it was a robust, full-feature product.
All of this happened inside a tight feedback loop powered by Taiga and Case.io, with automated daily tests running in CI and results delivered directly to the team's messenger for rapid reaction.
The quick onboarding for QAwerk for us, that was great. The rapid response times, every time we needed an answer, some comments, they were really quick to answer our questions. And then the autonomy that they had, that was also great. I would recommend QAwerk for many reasons, but I think two stand out. The quick, seamless onboarding experience. This is absolutely key for a team that it's outsourcing something so critical as QA. So the onboarding was painless, but also the smart use of the different channels, the different communication channels, they were used effectively, with respect, with really thoughtful mindset. That's also very important because that conversation cannot be dysfunctional, and it wasn't.
Thanks to QAwerk, Penpot exited beta on time with confidence and entered the market as a serious alternative to monopolistic design tools. Public release, tens of thousands of organizations onboarded, developers and designers collaborating in one space. From open source roots to global recognition, Penpot's journey proves that collaboration and quality go hand in hand. QAwerk wasn't just a vendor, they were a launch partner, a force multiplier, and a guardian of user experience. If your product is bold, your timeline tight, and your standards uncompromising, QAwerk is the partner to call.
Great products don't just happen. They're built, tested, and refined. If you're serious about scaling with confidence, let's talk. We'll help you get there, one bug at a time.
Let's build something exceptional. Together,